Studying belly dance is more than just working on technique and musicality. You also have to know something of the cultural context of the dance and have some idea of the history that we do know about. If you're unable to work or study in the Middle East for any length of time, maybe a few videos might help. Hi, I'm Kashmir, and today I'd like to share with you 7 documentaries that I've found really good. The first is Yasmina's Journey of Desire. This traces not only her own journey from the UK to Cairo, but also includes commentary by other Western dancers about how they've found Egyptian dance, clips of Egyptian dancers themselves, along with interviews of agents, musicians, costumiers. We have a little subplot of Caroline going through the hoops you need to become a legal dancer in Egypt. And there are a number of clips of Yasmina dancing. Quite a different video is Natasha Senovich's Bellydancers of Cairo. In this she looks at a range of different dancers working and living in Cairo. And we look at their lives, how they came to where they are, also people's attitude to them, how their dance has affected their relationships, their children. A fascinating window into the lives of real belly dancers. In the extras section there's a range of performances from different dancers, ranging from dancers who perform in 5-star hotels, folkloric dancers, and those in the cabarets. And in Egypt, as in most of Europe, cabaret is a very sleazy dive. For something completely different, we have Farida's history. Farida is not really considered a belly dancer, but she is a dancer. She was a founding member and principal dancer of the Farida troupe. And this gives a fascinating insight into both her life and the formation of the troupe. No dancing involved at all actually, but if you're interested in Egyptian dance, you really need to know the story of Kulthum. Not just her music, but the Egypt that she lived in, and then perhaps you'll have a better understanding of the music and why it is loved so much by the Egyptian people. The next one's a bit of a cheat. It's not a documentary, it's a class of documentary, namely field recordings. These are film taken by usually dancers travelling through the Middle East before the dance was too much changed by foreign input or a desire to re-envisage oneself and one's culture. Many of these, unfortunately, are not available to the general public, but there are two dancers who have made their recordings available, and that is Morocco and Asha Ali. Filling out this video, I'd like to mention two documentaries about dancing in the States. The first is American belly dance legends. Now this looks at some of the, what I'd call the first generation belly dancers, that is, on the whole, non-Middle Eastern dancers dancing in the States. So these are the founders of what modern belly dance in the States and to a certain extent the Western world are. There are some tantalising clips and there's also some interviews. It's a really useful documentary. The next video I can't show you a physical copy because I downloaded it. Aren't I modern? And this is the documentary about the Fez. The Fez was an Arabic club in LA, the Arabic club in LA. In this documentary you see not only footage from the club, and that includes both the dancers and the live Arabic musicians, but also a range of experienced dancers from then commenting on the scene and changes it's made. That's just a taste. You will see my list has a strong Egyptian and US bias. I'm sure there are also good documentaries out there about Turkish dance and other styles of Middle Eastern dance, but I haven't actually got any myself, so I can't comment on them. If you know some really good documentaries, add them to the list, please.